What's going on there, CDL fans? Time for another season to start. But of course, we got to do preseason first, so fans, get ready. You know, uh, really wish I could make official jerseys, but green marker and a white t-shirt. You do what you can, pick the teams with just the two-color tone and go with what you can with from there, I guess. But I'm ready for another CDL season. I kind of have to, put the effort in ready for it, but nonetheless, it should be a fun one. And it's preseason, so not going to do anything really fancy this year. I don't think. Really haven't gotten too many views. Not surprising, grown man playing with toy cars out there on a carpet. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's fun for me and it's fun for a few others. So for us few, well, let's go at it. I guess another season going to be underway. Our road to Crash Bowl 19 beginning with the preseason. CDL is going to work a little bit differently this year in the fact that not as many games I'm going to just put out there in a vid like this. Probably not going to be too many of the special effects. I don't have the preseason matchups like helmets drawn out, so no really fancy designs for preseason here. I mean, it's really just down to the hardcore, just the games that are going to be showed. I'm going to say it in the vid, but might as well tell you now. A shout out to Tim Geyser. Hope you get well. Recovering from third-degree burns in the hospital, but like I said, I'll say it in the vid, but say here right now at the camera, get well soon, Tim. We miss you. So, but nonetheless, his Hartford homies are in action tonight, and so are a bunch of other teams. That being said, let's get you down to that field over there. It's going to be another great season in the Car Demolition League. Well, folks, welcome to CDL Live, and it's our first edition of the season. Preseason games in effect here, and you're going to get to see the 5 main event ones of the day, and we've had some great games throughout the day, and a list of games for you right now, so you can go on ahead and look through and all the matchups that happened earlier in the day, and at the end of this game day, I'll give you the scores of those matchups. So kind of keep that in mind. That spoiler alert at the end, I'm going to give you those scores. But if you want to see those matchups, go check us out on Facebook and like us and request one of those games, from that first game day here in the preseason as we look forward to the 2015 season. Been some really fun games, as a matter of fact. Some close ones, some amazing performances by cars like Elite, rookies like Elite just coming into the league. Very impressive for him. Nitro on Boston, 3 collisions, 3 flips. Oh my God, I'm already giving you spoilers. But I'm sorry, it's just just seeing it happen with my own eyes. And I only gave away 2 for you, but really those are games that maybe now you want to check out because you want to see that amazing stuff happen. We are about to have a game day here. 5 games on tap. It's pros versus development league, as it is every preseason. But before we get things underway, we definitely gotta give a shout out to really, if you're a CDL fan, it's like a brother to you too. I suppose it's or at least a friend. Tim Geyser currently in the hospital, CDL legend, and no doubt about it, Hall of Famer without a doubt, 4-time Crash Bowl champion. In the hospital recovering from third-degree burns at the moment, and our prayers are with him, and We wish him a speedy recovery, as he might not be able to see here. It says, "Get well soon," and has his initials with a purple ribbon, and purple his favorite color, and no wonder why he chose it for the Philadelphia Demons. His other team will be playing in this installment of CDL Live. As a matter of fact, both these teams going head-to-head. His Hartford homies on the road to take on the Rochester Tomahawks. That's coming up in a little bit. So, but for now, his brother's team, my brother's team too. Matt Geiser has both of his squads on the field. The Phoenix Firebirds, the pro team, taking on their farm team, the Oakland Smashers. That game about to take place now. So that being said, we'll get you a look at the lineups here. 40 will be starting things off for the Phoenix Firebirds, followed by Mika. They had a pretty good season last year, no doubt about it. At the captain spot, Green Arrow, and at 5-point gainer, he was really impressive last year. Bully Goat helped get the Firebirds into the playoffs. Unfortunately for them, ended up facing an elimination in the first round. It was a close series, though. 4-3, losing in the first round at the hands of the San Diego Light. Looking to improve, as are the Oakland Smashers. The Development League team didn't have too impressive of a year last year, but they come out with some heavyweight here in this game. They got Supra starting things off for them. He's representative of the Atlanta Avengers, but can't get too into specifics with this because it's a system to where, well, Matt Geiser owns 2 teams in the pros, so he gets one D-League team, and that whole D-League team is his to kind of do with whatever. So Supra leading off for them, followed by Bentley. Red FXX takes the captain spot at 5-point gainer, is Red Silhouette. So that being said, it's time to start this game off and start this season. Well, preseason. It's already started for me, but for CDL Live watchers or whatnot, go on ahead and request games that you would want to see. But nonetheless, get this matchup underway. And it's 40 out there against Super to start things off. And Super has the flip on 40. So that sends a message right there, no doubt about it. Mika now coming out, 5-0 Oakland in the lead over the pro squad of the Firebirds. But Super now taken down. So Mika gets the flip on him, and this game is now tied at 5 apiece. Bentley now out there for the Oakland side. And he goes down right away. Mika taking him out of the match. And now Red FXX out there trying to save Oakland in this game. Cannot do it. Mika just too strong. Barrels him over. 15-5 the final score. And another pro squad winning in this game day. Needless to say, it's been very rare. Again, I'm giving away spoilers for the games that you haven't seen, but nonetheless, like I said, there have been some fun things to watch. You get to see rookies and stuff and how they perform. But 15-5 in this game, and the Phoenix Firebirds have the win over the Oakland Smashers. So coming up next, Washington Patriots on the road to take on their farm team, the Calgary Stallions. Not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned to CDL Live. All right, CDL fans, welcome back to our next game that's about to take place on this first preseason edition of CDL Live. Second game out of 5 that are going to occur today. Next one on tap here for you. We've got the Washington Patriots on the road against their D-League team and New Mexico's too, but Washington gets to play against them today. It's the Calgary Stallions. So let's get a look at these starting lineups. Blue 5-12 will be starting things off for Washington, followed by Landlord. At the captain spot will be Cockroach. At 5-point gainer, Black Phantom. Now to the home side of the field. Starting things off for the Calgary Stallions. Brought down there by the Washington Patriots, it is Pontiac, followed by Vice King, going to be making his debut with Calgary there. At the captain spot, sent down there by New Mexico, it is Dragon. And at 5-point gainer, it is Dragon. 23. So the Monsters appear ready, as do, or my bad, Monsters. So used to 23 playing for the New Mexico Monsters from last year, but Calgary Stallions are ready and the Washington Patriots are ready. Here we go, game on. Two relatively heavy cars going at it, and that was a grazing shot, no interference. And Pontiac, I don't know if you saw him on the screen there, but he was down. So 5-0 the score off of a grazing blow, we'll give it that much. Washington has the lead. Grazing blow is still a blow, but that one was head on, and Vice King went down right away. 10-0 Patriots in the lead. Blue 5-12 looking to put this game away out there against Dragon. And Dragon, says it's not going to happen. Now out there against Landlord. This could be a matchup Alex Johnson could look at, as a right away has been given to Landlord, but you can't take advantage of it here. So actually, Landlord was put on the trade offering table. He went down there, but there was an interference call. So Landlord saved by that as he takes on Dragon here. And Landlord has the flip, and that will put this game away. 15-5, the final score. The Washington Patriots, good win for them over the Calgary Stallions. So a big 15-5 final, and then now in our next game coming up, Tim Geiser can't be here to see it with his own eyes, but the game is being recorded, obviously, and all thoughts and prayers going out to him. His two teams take the field next, Hartford Homies, Rochester Tomahawks, only on CDL Live. Stay tuned. All right, folks, welcome back, and definitely got to pay the tribute on this one. Tim Geiser's two teams about to go at it. I've already explained the story behind this here. Well, the man's two teams on the field ready to do battle here in a friendly exhibition. It is a preseason game. Tim Geiser's Hartford Homies on the road to do battle with the Rochester Tomahawks. That being said, let's get a look at the lineup for this preseason match on both sides. 46 Junior will be starting things off for the Hartford Homies, followed by a recent acquisition that the Hartford Homies picked up in a little swap Tim did. Sonic Boom, now on the Hartford side, and Silver and Black Tag Jr. actually went over to the Philadelphia side, but Sonic Boom coming out second for the Homies here today. At the captain spot will be Hammer, and at 5-point gainer is Indy 5. Or my bad. Yeah, it is Indy 5. Pink Indy and Indy 5, they are identical twins. But nonetheless, Indy 5 at 5-point gainer today, and obviously cars that are all taped up, you try to save them as much as you can, especially in a preseason game. Nonetheless, there is a taped car that will be coming out second. That's on the Rochester side. But coming out first, El Rey for the Rochester Tomahawks. Redemption will be coming out at the middleman spot. At the captain spot as Black Silhouette. And at 5-point gainer, that is split in two. So, Tomahawks and Homies about to go head-to-head here. Preseason matchup. El Rey and 46 will start us off. And 46 takes them down like the year is 2006. 5-0 Homies just like that. And now comes Redemption. So he looks to make a case for some redemption, but he goes down right away. 46 Junior handling business. 10-0 Homies in the lead. Black Silhouette trying to keep Rochester in this one. No, 46 Junior staying up. And 46 Junior doing just enough for the win there. Getting that tie, it's going to make it a 15-5 final score. 46 Junior going 2-0-1 in this matchup, and the Hartford Homies have the dominant win. 15-5 the final. Coming up next on this CDL Live, the defending Eastern Conference champions coming into 2015. Alex Johnson's Puerto Rico Players taking on his newly formed D-League squad, I guess you could say. Well, they're not newly formed. They used to be the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls. They enter this season as the Oklahoma City Strikers. So, Strikers plays next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, time for our next game to begin. Alex Johnson's two squads out there, so it's excuse me, it's kind of a thing to where he owns LA, he owns Puerto Rico. Both those teams made it to the Crash Bowl last year, so Alex Johnson, defending champ, and his D-League squad, which made it to the D-League finals last year. Of course, they were not known as the Oklahoma City Strikers as they are now, yet they were known as the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls. But the Strikers here now are home to take on the Puerto Rico players here in this preseason matchup. And Alex Johnson faces a little dilemma whether he realizes it or not. Can't have two of the same model cars on a D-League squad. So, or on a pro squad or whatnot. So he has to cut Blue Star or Black Star if he wants to cut, if he wants to pull up, let's say, like this. It's not possible. So, but nonetheless, trade talks in the works. Alex Johnson, of course, considering them, I would suppose, but nonetheless, Black Star gets the start for the Puerto Rico players today. Coming out after him, Black Lena. Green Blaze Jr. takes the captain spot, and Who takes 5-point gainer position. So same team that they had out there in the Crash Bowl, just not even a year ago, really. Think about it. September 6th, so not even a year ago. To the home side of the field, Oklahoma City Strikers, starting things off with Jet Threat. He is back. So making his return to the CDL after some extensive repairs. We'll see if he gets to hold together quite well. We're sending him out first here in this game. Followed by Blue Star. At the captain spot will be Indy 5 Jr. and at 5-point gainer for the Strikers, Red Spectre. So here we go. Black Star and Jet Threat. This has to be a matchup Alex kind of dying to see, if you will. So here we go. Jet Threat staying up on the first collision. Both cars actually staying up on the first collision. Jet Threat in danger. Black Star finding a way to get under him, but Jet Threat staying stable. Able to withstand it, but he is finally taken down. After a pretty good fight, though. Black Star does get the flip. 5-0 Puerto Rico. Out comes Blue Star to battle with his twin, Black Star, here. And Blue Star is down. 10-0 Puerto Rico. Indy 5 Jr. trying to keep Oklahoma City in the game. Not going to do it. It's a tie collision, but it's enough for the win right there. 15-5, the final score. The Puerto Rico players had the dominant win over the Oklahoma City Strikers. 15-5 final score. And we are down to just one game left in this preseason game day, the first one. Of course, we got one more preseason game day, and then we're going to get ready for the regular season. Los Angeles Blades, Buffalo Warriors in the season opener should be an entertaining one. But to end this first preseason game day, what better way to do it than with the defending Soldiers Cup champions, the Syracuse Scorpions. They will be home against their parent squad, or one of them, I should say, the Pittsburgh Destroyers. And they were the #1 seed in the East last year. Didn't make it to the Crash Bowl, beaten by these Puerto Rico players in the Eastern Conference Finals. It was an entertaining game, too, if I do say. Actually, both games went into overtime, as a matter of fact, but nonetheless, Puerto Rico got the better of them. 2 games to none, series sweep, and a best-of-3. But Pittsburgh hitting the field today, take on their D-League squad, the Syracuse Scorpions, Soldiers Cup champions, defending, by the way. But nonetheless, that matchup is our main event of this first preseason game day, and it's next. Stay tuned. All right, time for the main event of this D-League / Pro preseason game day. Soldiers Cup champions, the Syracuse Scorpions, on the home side of the field, taking on one of their parent clubs, the Pittsburgh Destroyers. Destroyers and Scorpions about to go head to head. Of course, that being said, we get to see a little bit of new addition to Pittsburgh's lineup and some change-ups that have been made through Gregory Fox's squad. Still know how much longer he's going to own the team, but nonetheless, let's get a look at these lineups. Yellow Custom 2, I believe, is his name. It's a Yellow Custom. The original Yellow Custom, I believe. Look through the lineups. That's why we write things down. Nope, yep, Yellow Custom 2 starts things off for Pittsburgh, followed by the new addition to their squad in a trade. Green Blaze for Tyrell. That's right, Tyrell out there at the middleman spot for the Destroyers. At the captain spot is Paradox. And that 5-point gainer is What Junior to the home side of the field. The Syracuse Scorpions, if they want to get a win, man, they are going to have to definitely perform at a high level. Let's just put it this way. It's the last game of this preseason game day. 20 games have happened so far, and the pro teams have won 16 out of those 20 games. As a matter of fact, it's a 16 wins, 2 loss, 1 tie, and 1 overtime loss record that pro teams have against D-League teams just today so far. So, Syracuse looking not to become that 17th victim, if you will. Zebra starting things off for them, followed by WA-17. Blue Dragon will take the captain spot, and the car that won them the Soldiers Cup Finals just last year at the 5-point gainer spot, Patrol. Just like he was last year at the 5-point gainer. It was a great game, that 2014 Soldier Cup Final. Went to overtime, and I think actually double overtime if I remember right. But what a game it really was. And it's just amazing. Patrol somehow, some way got it done. But Zebra and Yellow Custom 2 start this game off. And Zebra is down. 5-0 Pittsburgh in the lead. Out comes WA-17. And he'll tie this thing up at 5. Tyrell now out there. And both him and WA-17 go down. Such talent across all 3 of Gregory Fox's squads. Really, when you think about it. Blue Dragon now out there against Paradox. Both cars went down there. So 15-15 the score, and we go into overtime. What Junior is out there for the Pittsburgh Destroyers. Patrol is out there for the Syracuse Scorpions. And he could handle the pressure of the Soldiers Cup Finals, but not the one of this preseason game. Either there or What Junior's just too good of a car. 20-15 the final. In overtime, the Pittsburgh Destroyers, in a closely but quick contested game, have the win over their D-League squad, the Syracuse Scorpions. 15-10, Destroyers win. Or my bad, 20-15 rather, the Destroyers win. Excuse me. But nonetheless, a great game and a great game day. So first preseason game day done. A lot of pro teams, obviously, getting wins. As we kind of expect, pro teams are the favored squads and whatnot. So that being said, kind of expected them to kind of have a 17-win, 2-loss, 1 tie, 1 overtime loss record against D-League teams. But all that being said, first preseason game day over and only 1 more to go. And boy, oh boy, time for regular season, not too far around the corner. And it's going to be something else. I mean, our season opener, of course, the defending champs, the Los Angeles Blades, get to raise their banner home against the Buffalo Warriors. And then to main event that game day, Philadelphia Demons up against the San Jose Storm. So definitely one to watch for. Again, best wishes to Tim Geiser. Hope you get out of there soon and get back home to us. Get back here to the CDL and to your family and loved ones. And we miss you, man. So hurry, heal up, get back. And we love you. Till next time, from everyone here at CDL Live, peace.